Yeah.
Team Rocket.
Look at that. I'm a fucking robot bunny in space.
Cool.
Big Trouble in Little Moo.
Hey.
Yeah. Hello, Moo.
Hello, Moo. Animal Cast. This is Action Giraffe.
I'm deeply curious about everything in this game, so we
game's
need
amazing.
to see this. I've never heard of this.
If
in my whole
Metroid
life.
Prime was on the PlayStation 1 and starred a rabbit, it would
That
be jumping
sounds
flash.
amazing.
Hell
so-
yeah.
What
the hell
fuck
is that guy? Oh my god.
It's like a distant cousin of the King of all
Yeah,
cosmos.
Yeah,
It
he's
is.
like the god of this little universe here.
Technically,
Holy
I
shit.
guess I'm a rabbit in this game because I'm a robo-rabbit. I think that's what it's actually called. And that's the bad guy. It's just an old white Darcy-looking guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck that
An old
guy.
guy on vacation.
Oh, okay,
Holy
cool.
shit.
Yeah, same little bunny. I hop
Yeah, I
around.
like this rhythm of your walking.
Yeah,
So
I
you're a
jump,
robo
I shoot,
bunny.
I jump and I shoot.
Yeah.
What even, like, how, I've never heard of this or seen this.
Oh my god, what the hell is
Whoa.
that?
That's a bomb. I do that by accident.
This looks like Star Fox 3D.
And it plays like Metroid
Yeah,
Prime.
check it out.
Whoa,
yeah.
nice jump.
Yeah.
What the
Whoa,
fuck?
yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, jumping jack. You're fucking leaping all over the place.
Okay, I like this.
Yeah, the goal is to catch all the little moos, I guess they're called.
Hello, Moo.
Hello, Moo!
What is a moo?
It's that fucking fish guy.
No, I know that.
Whoa.
I mean, in this game.
In this game, they're like octopus guys, I guess? I don't know.
The stuff when it explodes just like fucking.
Is that... What are you doing? Is that like a double jump? Something?
Yeah.
You got like a triple, quadruple jump in this game.
This reminds me a lot of the Ghost
Hell
of the
yeah.
Shell game for the PS1.
Yeah.
That
But
was a
it's
movie.
even more stuff going on in it.
Fan. Here we go.
No moves left, too.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of Mega Man Legends for some reason.
Probably because it's early polygon.
Yeah, it's the polygonal bullshit going on. That's
And it's like how, for some reason, like every game in the PS1 takes place in like some scenic, like
Yeah.
resort town.
It's
Yeah.
true.
because they understood.
Crab battle.
I think like video game graphics almost always look best when they're like bright and poppy
Yeah.
and lighting.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they just decided not to do that in
Yeah.
the next generation after this, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, they probably just felt like it was time for a change or something.
I think it's just that like the success of like Grand Theft Auto and shit just made everybody think, well, that's what we should do.
Yeah.
Could be. I like to.
But like I don't get why they would just ignore the like unbelievable success
Yeah,
of all
the
other games
undeniable
that have been
aesthetic
out.
appeal of games like this.
Yeah. Like it's not
Oh
like
fuck. Okay.
Oh.
it's
Alright.
not like Ape Escape and Mega Man Legends and Mario 64 and all those were not already successful games, like, you know, which had already proven that you could do that style.
Yeah.
Or I mean, even Nintendo still is managing to sell fucking games on like dated ass graphics just by way of how good the fucking
Fuck, where's the
graphical
last guy?
style
Where's
is.
he at?
Could be up there, I guess.
Oh, fuck. Water slide. This way is a water slide away from me that takes you further every day.
Oh my god, is that what he's saying? He's talking about a water slide?
Yeah, so be
I had
cool.
no idea.
What song is that?
That's Weezer.
Say it ain't so.
Say that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that cool song for their new album?
I don't know. I haven't heard a song.
one with
that
the
I
I
like.
think
Cannolis in
Fantano
it?
said it was one of his favorite singles of the year. Can't remember. Oh, you got it. All right, cool.
I remember they made that weird video last year with like the guy eating cannolis and stuff.
Oh, no, it was I didn't see that, but there's one of like a little kid who like he hooks up with this like professional bodybuilder lady, and they have a magical romantic adventure. Whatever song that is was dope. I can't remember though.
The last great American rock band. Weezer.
Oh God. So you're like breaking a bottle ship. This is deep lore. What does it mean?
I think that guy might be the Undertaler.
He's ascended. This is his universe now. Science has granted me powers. Oh my god, is that a whale?
I'm on a whale.
Holy shit.
Cool as this game is, I'm not sure I understand the Metroid Prime comparison. Other
Well,
than
because of the jumping.
First person?
I just, because,
oh, because of like the moon jumping kind of.
yeah.
Yeah, the jump feels similar
Yeah.
for sure.
I didn't get that far in Metroid Prime.
But you unlock a double jump, like probably halfway through, and it feels a lot like
Whoa.
this. It's
Yeah.
like because Samus is like there's like less gravity on the planet, I guess.
Yeah.
So you've got like a sort of slow high jump.
Mm-hmm.
And the double jump carries you pretty far. Up not nearly as high as this game.
Fucking
Yeah.
tortoise.
Hello, Moo.
It's obviously about that vertical sensation.
I like it a lot. It's cool.
Listen,
It's
these.
neat.
Here it is.
Oh god, don't
Oh
trust.
fuck!
Precision platform.
I only wish that the level, like, and the like skybox surrounding it didn't quite feel so disconnected. Like, what the hell
Yeah.
is this place?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
to be
yeah,
fair,
this-
you are in fact in that universe, floating in like an endless
yeah, I
space
guess
void.
so. That
you know?
makes sense.
You know, I just want to know when Super Bunny Hop's gonna
I
make
wanna
his
know-
review of this game, because clearly it's,
He's not man enough.
Yeah, he's not. Fuck you, George.
He's not a bunny. He's
Review
a
the
baby.
real games.
Yeah.
I assume his name comes from the Quake technique of bunny hopping, right?
Oh, that
What
would make
is that?
sense. That would
Bunny
make
hopping.
sense.
What is that?
I had no idea where.
It's like just a weird, like people who played Quake competitively. There was like a
Goddamn.
glitch essentially that allowed you to just jump like really high and infinitely, and it was called bunny hopping.
Oh my
Oh,
god, what's
shit.
happening? What's happening?
I'm on
Whoa!
PCP.
Oh god, no!
This is fucking awesome.
I'm a fucking bath salt bunny.
I want to set this
Yeah.
to fucking Frank Jeff C song.
I want to eat my own face to this fucking.
wanna
Alright.
get high with you.
Where the hell is the final move?
Now, there's like a. Is there any radar? I know when you see it, like your
The
indicator
radar's
tells
in the
you.
corner, but I can't tell what the hell it's telling me.
Yeah. There's a, okay. There's a thing sort of ahead.
It says there's 4. I caught 3.
On the top left, there's like a bright green spot.
Yeah.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
Carrot.
Ooh, delicious carrots.
Mmm, delicious.
Nom 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 nom. Delicioso.
Delicious pussy, Dora. Mm. That's my swiper impression. He swipes virginity.
I knew he was a kindred spirit from the moment I saw him. So, according to this, it's to your right over there.
There's nothing over there.
gotta
It's
be
an
up.
endless expanse of death.
Yeah, I don't trust this radar anymore.
You just want me to go to the exit? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to catch all 4 of them. Bastards.
Oh god, oh god.
Oh.
Hey, you know, before you were talking about, you know, games and the color things they use, whatever, and it just reminded me of, I thought your point was well said in your, I think it was your Hamtaro,
Yeah.
Handfuls of Zen, talking about how they just made those games, it seemed like they were making those games with just brighter colors. Specifically, I thought it was cool to think about, to deal with the fact that there was no backlit screen
Yeah.
to begin with.
I think that's why they did it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And even with that, I struggled endlessly to see what the fuck was happening
Yeah,
in
it
those
was,
games.
still, it was still basically impossible.
Yeah. Thank God for that Game Boy SP.
There you are.
There he is. Hello, Moo.
Hello, Moo.
Because the thing is, if it was just like that, a bunch of games had brighter palettes, that would be one thing. But like
Yeah.
even like the port of fucking Link to the Past, like
Yeah.
the whole game is just like a shade brighter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like there's no way. Like why would they do this? You know, unless for that reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it is a fairly dark game.
It's cool to think about those kind of hardware limitations.
Yeah.
And not even hardware, just like real life.
It's I'm fascinated by that kind of stuff just because of the fact that like the first console I ever had was the N64, and I never thought that hard about like the aesthetic of the console specifically because it was just that it was all 3D games.
Look at this
you know?
90s ass font.
I love it.
Like-
so cool.
Like I didn't start playing games with pixel art until much later. And so when I started seeing how different consoles looked different, it was like, whoa, why is that? That's weird. Like you can definitely tell like a Genesis game from a Super Nintendo game just by looking at them.
Yeah, that's true.
And Devu had a whole fucking video
God,
comparing
boss.
the
The
Super
boss.
Nintendo and Genesis movement
Get outta here.
mechanic.
And that was for that Sun
Oh
game,
my god,
right?
missiles. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fuck you.
No, he just compared like every platformer on both consoles and how like they had just different like ethoses behind them.
I'll have to check it out again. Devu's videos are all great, but I have not watched all of them.
That's definitely one of his more interesting ones.
That shark was cool.
Awesome.
Alright.
Alright. I think that's actually supposed to be the rabbit's voice. All right, yeah.
I couldn't tell if he's supposed to have a
Look
personality
at the
or
thing
not.
that you are. You are
Yeah,
a fucking,
it's
like,
such a
huge
weird
robot.
like character design.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like a little bunny ship, man.
You know,
Whoa, okay.
he reminds me of the mechs from Sonic Adventure 2 a little bit.
Oh my god, what's happening?
Fucking, where the
God.
fuck?
It's the top button.
Baron, Robert's here. Say,
Just as he's a hero, don't mean you got a root for him.
What is this accent?
what a grouch.
What a grouch.
Yeah.
He's got more for you, I guess.
I've got more levels for you, son. I've got all these levels pouring out of my sphincter.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is probably a Japanese game.
Yeah.
Just based on
This was-
literally everything about it.
Well, like that, for example.
Yeah. It's funny, I was saying it before I saw that, and then that appeared, and I was like, well,
This is
I guess my point's about to be made for me.
some of Kojima's early work. Oh my god.
So you like jumping Flash, do you? These rocks. Oh my god.
Well, there's... Look at all these things happening.
These fucking.
How many different games can Psycho Mantis, like, name?
I think it's
don't
all
know.
just Konami properties.
Yeah, probably.
So
Because
like,
on the GameCube one, he says Super Mario Sunshine.
well, that's pretty cool. I never played
fuck.
the GameCube one though. I'm sure they added a bunch, just depending on what like they had access to. In the original though, I believe it was just Konami properties. So I mean,
But
I don't
you'll
even know
only
what else there was.
You'll
There was,
only
like-
say it if it's on your memory card, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I always wondered what like the full extent of the games that they had prepared for was, because I never looked into it. What else? I mean, maybe there was like a Contra or something, or I don't know.
There's got to be a list out there.
I'm sure there
It's
is.
just that I've only ever heard Castlevania and Mario Sunshine are the only two I like am aware of.
It's funny because I've like that's the famous one, Castlevania, and that was in fact the only thing that I ever had on mine ever. And it's the only one I've ever heard people ever talk about.
Who the hell's
And
that?
maybe it's just like all the other games like aren't popular, but Symphony of the Night was huge at the time. So
Right. So you like to play Castlevania?
man, what a cool
I
idea.
only know he says Super Mario Sunshine because of Kajito-kun, the guy who invented the Over 9000 meme.
Oh yeah.
And in some of his other bizarre meme videos, he would just throw in a random clip of Psycho Mantis saying Super Mario Sunshine.
I like that. He's a good man.
He had like this small handful of like clips that he really seemed to like. And like generally the way a Kajito-kun video would go for a long time was that he'd take some retarded line from like DBZ or something and then just like have it repeated ad nauseum with the characters like saying it in slightly different ways until he's completely exhausted the concept, and then the video would just completely go off the rails into a bunch of other clips that he thought were funny from things.
Look at how,
And
like-
often they were the same clips. in
Look
each
at how like
video.
many how much space and how many layers are on these levels. Like,
Yeah,
and
ton.
because you're only getting so many moves, you don't even like necessarily have to see the entire level. You can just
Yeah.
explore if you feel like it. It's the
Yeah.
best game ever made.
It's pretty cool.
It's a masterpiece. It's the Dark Souls of video games.
The Dark Souls of video games.
And not even like it's not even hard. It's just the Dark Souls because it's good.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Wait. If that's the exit, then what's over here?
That's the exit.
Can't
It's-
find
Who
the
the
exit.
fuck am
I
I?
can't believe that I've never seen another platformer with this concept of just
Yeah,
being
this
like
is
hyper
this game's
vertical.
totally.
Well,
unique.
everyone
It's
else
awesome.
knew that they did it too
What is
right
this?
this time. They couldn't try to
Bonus.
follow it up.
Oh my god, I got a bonus level.
Holy shit. Oh my god, the slow turn. Kill every balloon. God, that turning speed.
fucking.
The bolts even do anything?
I'm scared to imagine that the reason that there hasn't been another game like this is that like, you know, the level design and draw distance that this necessitates would make it difficult to like make a game that's not exactly like this. You know what I mean?
Well, you mean like it'd be too hard to replicate this now?
No, I mean that Well, not exactly. That like even at the time, like this required you to have these very like sparse levels and like skyboxes right over there, and like obviously it's worth that to have such a novel concept. But I wonder if other studios are just like, you know, we don't want to have this
down there.
This look. We want everything to look fucking.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh, yes.
Oh, you did it. Way to go.
Had like 1
You
second.
got the
to
Chaos
spare.
Emerald, dude.
Chaos control.
I really want Gib to make his Shadow the Hedgehog video. I want to know why he loves that game.
Yeah, I'm intensely curious about it because I find that game fucking
Does he actually
insufferable.
love the game?
He
Yeah,
really
he
does.
really,
He
really likes
insists
it.
all the time. He loves it, unironically.
I read a thing, I think it might have been a Cracked article, how like, for being such a shit game, Shadow the Hedgehog has like the most expansive like branching paths of
Oh my
any
God,
game in
it does.
history.
Really?
Yeah.
There's like 120 different storylines you can get.
Oh
in
my
the
God.
game.
It's like because the game is relatively short. It's like 5 hours, but you like there's a like depending on what missions you complete in what order, it just totally changes it.
Well, that's pretty cool.
But like the game is just so nauseating to look at. Like because I watched Game Grumps play it, and I mean, granted, Game Grumps are both terrible at it and
Are both terrible
unfair
human
to it.
Yeah.
But like it's the only time this has ever happened to me. I physically could not actually watch it. Like I ended up just listening to the whole thing and not watching because it made me ill to look at
You're
it.
just not cool enough to deal with Shadow with a fucking gun, dude.
I'm in a fucking bathhouse.
It's just
I love it.
like there's.
Is this the sequel to Spirited Away we've all been clamoring
I think
for?
it might be.
Has anyone clamored for a sequel to Spirited Away?
Where's my sequel? I love Obaba. I
would
want
fucking. Ugh.
the number 2.
I can't imagine anything I want less than a sequel.
Then more
to,
Obaba?
like- no. I could use more Obama.
Yeah, she's a hero.
She?
I'm talking about
Obama.
Obaba.
I heard Obama.
Obama, yeah.
Well,
that's what
I
heard.
guess Obaba's cool. I mean,
Obaba's
same
fine.
guy. Same guy.
I don't think I've never seen Spirited Away.
What?
Nope.
Oh my God, dude.
How is that possible? You've seen everything.
I don't know.
Have you seen
seen-
Princess Mononoke?
I've seen Princess Mononoke. I've seen Howl's Moving Castle. I've seen The Cat Returns.
Dude.
I've seen Ponyo.
Well, hey, you gotta watch.
And I've seen Totoro.
Have you seen
Those are all good.
I've not seen Nausicaa.
The most important one to watch is Spirited Away because everyone loves it. You'll love it, dude. You'll love it. It's about real boys.
Well, at least you've seen Ponyo, which is my favorite movie of all time.
Only Spirited
Ponyo,
Away
I sort
won
of
the
like.
Oscar,
I didn't
though.
know what the fuck was going on
And what?
in Ponyo. It seemed like nothing was going on.
It's a movie about this little fish girl.
I know what it's
who
about.
Falls in love with a boy, and that's all that matters.
She loves ham.
She does love ham.
really loves
She's a real ham boy.
Wait, she falls in love with a boy? I don't remember that. Wait, yes,
Yeah.
I do. I remember
Yeah, she
that part.
does.
Yeah,
It's
she-
been a while.
She loves ham and she loves Sosuke, and those are the only things you really need to know.
Sosuke.
Coins.
And her deciding to be
Suddenly,
with
this
him
game has
causes-
currency.
Yeah.
Basically, her dad is trying to kill all humans on the surface because he wants the ocean to rise up and swallow all
Because
of
he's a good old boy.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
And he's played by Liam Neeson.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty good.
And Ponyo accidentally like fucks up his plan and unleashes this like hellish tornado. And he immediately realizes that he fucked up by even attempting what he was trying to do because clearly the
Yeah.
ramifications were too great. But Ponyo's mom is like the literal goddess of the sea. Her dad is just some guy.
He's just some dude
and
who hates humans.
Her mom is like the embodiment of nature.
It's pretty cool.
And she's a giant goddess.
I like to think that he consummated their relationship by just wading knee deep into the ocean and just fucking for hours.
Yeah, I don't. It's like
Just the
thrusting
water, into the water.
Just
Into
fucking the
sand,
water.
Yeah.
And so Ponyo just really likes Sosuke, so she decides she wants to live on land, and they're like, as long as you can prove that you love each other, then we'll let you get together. And they're like, yeah, we do love each other. And they're like, okay. And then Ponyo becomes human, and it's actually an adaptation of The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, if
What?
you can believe that.
Yeah, like it actually says
It's pretty similar, I guess.
in the end credits, like based on Hans Christian Andersen's
Holy
The Little
shit.
Mermaid, even though it barely at all is.
I'm sure it has about as much to do with it as the Disney one does.
I would say even less, but
You know, my favorite part about that movie is the strong allegory for real human relationships between men and women, specifically how this woman confesses her quote-unquote love for this man, and the way that she expresses that is by literally sucking the very blood from his body. Wow, what a perfect representation of what women do to strong men everywhere throughout life. MGTOW for life, my brothers. MGTOW for life. Take the black pill, everybody. Don't shy away.
Was the black pill a thing in any way before Cernovich? Did he make it up?
I think he might have made it up.
I've never heard the term black pill. Like, I've heard a bunch of other alternative pills made up as jokes, and even then, I've never heard black pill.
I just hear people meme about it. It's like the hardcore red pill, right?
It really seems like he
it's
saw
like a
it.
conspiracy version of red
It
pill.
really seems like he saw like a joke and took it completely seriously, like an actual
That
retard.
wouldn't surprise me at all, because he is an actual retard.
Yeah.
But basically, like, the idea of being black pilled is that you understand that all of society is out to get you, basically.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that, like, the NSA rules everything and wants you.
Well, I like my version better. It's just the ultimate red pill in my mind.
Well, truly, if you took the iron pill, that's the most ultimate pill.
Oh,
Iron
okay.
pill.
Yeah.
I want to take the arsenic pill and just end it.
There's a really phenomenal
The
webcomic.
arsenic pill.
I will definitely have to get you guys to read it sometime. The only reason I haven't is because the way it's laid out is kind of confusing, because it's all released on Imgur. But it's a really phenomenal webcomic called Take the Iron Pill. And it's about this superhero called Iron Pill who goes around, like, speaking truth to the ignorant and stuff. And
Cool.
it's basically an extreme form of red pill, except that it goes way beyond that, and it looks down on red pill as well.
Whoa. Okay.
Cool.
And just like, yeah, it's really cool. Like, everything he says.
Is this like new?
No, it's a couple years old,
Okay.
and like but he's just this cool guy who summons like Aryan gods to smite his enemies and shit. And like there's like the thing is kind of drawn like shit, but then when it gets into like moments where he's smiting someone, there'll be like these fully fleshed out like like statues of all these like ancient gods and stuff, and like this gigantic Latin text on screen as lightning smites people.
That sounds awesome.
It's really great. It's pretty fucking hilarious.
Where the fuck are Victor and Munchie right now? This is taking way too long.
I heard the car door and them returning, so I assume they're just eating the chicken right now.
They
Downstairs.
do know we're waiting for them, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, they're eating super hot chicken. That's the concept here.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
What the fuck is... This level
But
sucks.
I mean, we're recording an excellent Let's Play.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
we are.
That's true.
I forgot to mention, the challenge of this game comes from the fact that I have a time limit.
Oh.
And, like, because this level's, like, indoors, and it's a fucking maze.
I think there might be, like, probably a hole somewhere, because it seems like observing the ceiling and floor is kind of the challenge.
I cannot find these fucking moves.
I think you've been up here.
Fuck.
Did you? Do you want your remnants there? Can I eat your remnants?
This biscuit?
Of
Yeah,
this biscuit,
whatever
yes.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you.
I've got the sorest fucking throat. One of you gave me AIDS.
Probably
I don't know.
Jeff, because Jeff had a sore throat when he was here.
No,
really?
son of a bitch.
Yeah, we
He
had-
probably got it from Super Bunny Hop.
He said that he'd had a cold before MagFest, and then it seemed to subside during, but then it felt like it was coming back when he was here.
Oh boy.
But then he said the only symptom though was a sore throat, and then he bought a bunch of cough drops and didn't complain.
That's good.
But we can by all means go get cough drops for you as well.
Hey, we were watching Super Bunny Hop's video today, and Mother's Basement happened to be in it, and that was cool. But mostly, I was just interested in this whole VR meme. I want to get into VR so fucking bad, but I'm just afraid that things aren't actually cool and that everyone's lying to me.
Yeah, I
because I've
agree
never
with that.
done VR ever at all.
I've heard.
Certainly
like-
seems like shit.
Wait,
Yeah,
haven't you
yeah.
played with Oculus at BronyCon before?
We did.
When we all did the pony show?
That is true. One time, and that was decent.
I've heard from basically everyone that like VR was just utter garbage until the PlayStation VR came out.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause,
Really?
like for most of the year, I've been hearing about the Oculus and the Vive, and everyone's just been saying they're total dog shit. But like then, once the PlayStation 1 came out, people were like, okay, it's okay now.
What is going on with
And
Summer
it's cheaper
Lesson?
than the other ones.
I want to play Summer Lesson so fucking bad.
What is Summer Lesson?
It's like this famous VR thing that the Dead or Alive guy's making, where like there's an American and a Japanese version. I'm surprised you don't know about it. But the American version is where you go to this summer house. And there's this beautiful blonde guitar teacher who like is gonna teach you how to play guitar or whatever.
Oh, is this the one where you just have like a hot wife and it like you want to live with her forever?
Well, she's not your wife. She's just like a teacher. She's like a tutor. And
Right.
you just go to her, and she teaches you a little bit of Japanese,
But
which
you-
would be
yeah,
great
you
for
just
me
hang
because I
out
want to
with a
learn
super
fucking
hot
goop.
chick, right?
Yeah, it
'Cause
looks
I remember,
so awesome.
I remember seeing the trailers for that and being like, "This will actually sell me on VR because I'll just."
Yeah,
live
I want it so bad. I want to be a
'cause
whole
she
boy.
was so hot.
A woman will make me complete at last.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah, but that guy.
Where is that game?
Isn't that the guy who just last year made Devil's Third, which is like considered one of the worst games of the year? So I don't know.
I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. The point is, I want there to start being VR waifu things, so I can be a whole human being, and I just
You saw
that's
the
what I
video
want
of,
VR for. That's
of
what I
that-
want it
that
for.
VR date with like an actual real woman.
There were clips of that. I need to actually play it, or experience it, or learn
Yeah,
more
well,
about
I
what
mean,
it is.
PlayStation VR is less expensive than the other one, so if you just wanted to go for it, you could,
You know,
just go.
I wouldn't really mind spending a couple $100 on something like that. I'm just afraid that it will actually be garbage, and that
Right.
no one has been telling me the truth.
The only reason I haven't done it is because I get motion sickness very easily, and I
Yeah.
already know that I will get it from VR.
I'm just looking
there's
for-
no way I'm not gonna get fucking sick.
Yeah, I'm just looking for next level ways to jack off. That's what I want, and I think VR is the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, VR porn.
Oh my
already a
God.
whole industry.
Oh my.
Oh, I got lasers.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh no.
I love the like weird trailing.
My lemon pipe
Me
is
too.
leaking at you.
Sans, my botfly stream is too powerful. Oh my god, what is that?
My bot fly.
Oh no. Oh,
Dumping my
no.
bot fly maggots all over the floor.
Oh god, Sans.
I can't believe the survivability of Undertale fan as a meme.
The Undertaler 587 will never die.
I thought Pokemon Go to the polls was going to be the
Yeah.
Burger King of Radcon 2, but I think Sans and his bot flies.
Sans has
somehow-
overtaken the bot flies. Munchie, you monster, what have you done to us?
Oh my god, this
Oh my
guy's really
God.
strong. Jesus.
He is really strong.
Fuck.
He's defending his Bushido honor.
Oh my god.
And you're just a lowly Usagi.
There's no fucking strafing in this game. It's impossible to dodge
Oh
anything.
no. Maybe there's like a. I mean, a lot of guys strafe you like hold L1.
Oh my
or something.
god.
Oh, fucking,
I'm in
oh
hell.
lord.
I'm-
Oh lord. Oh.
Oh my god.
Are there lives?
I have no idea.
Yes. he
Oh, I
has
see in
4
the
lives.
center there. Yeah.
Night.
Yeah. Give him the business.
The business.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How could there be no strafing? That's so cruel.
It is. Oh!
Oh. Okay.
Jesus!
You know what? That animation.
Wait, maybe
is-
I can kill these little guys surrounding him.
That animation reminds me of one of the most beloved memories of my childhood, which is the final boss of Secret of Mana, the Mana Beast. As it's a really weird fight where you have about like 3 squares of space that you can move, and you're fighting an aerial foe who's just flying around.
Fuck.
It's bizarre, but one of his attacks is this weird spirally fireball that you cannot dodge no matter what you do. Unless you cast a spell on yourself, which is kind of like glitching the
Figure it
game.
out. I'm defeating him with the super bunny
Yeah,
hop
oh, you're
technique.
doing it. This is great.
This is kind of how Victor beat some of the later bosses in Bomb. Just like
Awesome.
find a retarded
Yeah.
trick.
That was beautiful.
All right.
Oh shit! What were you just talking about?
I was talking about Secret of Mana
yeah.
and the Mana Beast and stuff.
The final boss of Soul Blazer is kind of like that. It's
Yeah.
like you have a really weirdly small amount of movement space. There's just this gigantic fuck who's in front of you. And
Yeah.
it's really hard.
That's the best game of all time. But that fight is really weird.
Soul Blazer, I agree.
No, I'm talking about Secret of Mana, you cuck.
I really like Soul Blazer.
I really like Secret of Mana. I never played Soul Blazer.
It's cool. Aside from the fact that it looks like an RPG Maker game, it is very cool.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
And that it is like essentially a game where you just run around and mash the sword attack for like 20 hours.
That sounds like Secret of Mana too.
That's true. Well, what bothers me about Secret of Mana is that you always have to wait before you attack.
Yeah, there's the weird charge mechanic thing. Yeah.
Like I like action RPGs, like with the top-down ones. I like it when I like how fast the sword moves is how fast I can hit the button.
Yeah.
You know, so I can just like.
It's weird though, because me and my brother beat that game several times before we ever even figured out that was a mechanic. I don't know how the fuck we did it.
That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I know you can like do damage without
You just do
know,
like
worrying
one
about
damage
it.
if you do
Yeah,
it.
it's just that like, you know, the way my mind works, it's like this is clearly what I'm supposed to do, so
Yeah.
I have to.
Well, like, we didn't even notice the gauges at the bottom that we're counting. We were just like, what the fuck are these numbers? Whatever. Keep attack as fast as you can.
See, the thing
Dumbest
about
thing ever.
the funny thing about that is that you probably died a lot and
Oh,
generally
yeah.
sucked,
Oh, yeah.
but did it anyways. If me and Victor had died like twice, we would have probably stopped playing the game forever.
Yeah?
Like me and
Yeah.
Victor's mentality with games is like, if I die, I'm bad at it, and so I should stop playing it and move on to another game.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we were, like, decent at the action RPG part of it. Just, like, dodging attacks and stuff, despite that. I don't know. We played that game so much as kids, over and over and over again. It's probably the hardest game we had when we were young. Just because we didn't understand
I'm
it.
trying to think, like, if as kids, like, we ever beat an N64 game. Like, during the era that N64 was...
Yeah.
Like, before the GameCube came out, did we ever actually complete an N64 game without my cousin did, because he was older. And I watched him beat Ocarina of Time. But I don't know if me and Victor ever beat an N64 game. I mean, we mostly played multiplayer.
Ben and I played a lot of RPGs, so those are easier to get through.
Well, we only had an N64. There are
Right,
RPGs.
right. And we only had we had a SNES, and we originally had a Nintendo when we were kids, then we got a SNES, and eventually we got a PlayStation 1. And from there, it was all great.
I didn't find out about RPGs till I got a PS2, like, sometime in the mid-2000s.
That's amazing to me. I was born and bred on RPGs.
Fuck!
Oh, you can't even leave until you get all the moves.
What was your first RPG?
I think it was actually Mario RPG. It was either Mario RPG or Secret of Mana, which is only kind of half one. Ben and I never played like the old Final Fantasies or anything. Our first Final Fantasy was 7.
Does Pokemon count as an RPG, would you say?
Oh, absolutely.
In this context?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Mine would be Pokemon Red.
I think Ben and I had already played 7 when Pokemon came out. I could be wrong about that, but that seems right to me. And besides, we had definitely played Mario RPG before Pokemon anyway. And we loved the shit out of that game.
Mine was definitely Pokemon, but I did not know it belonged to a genre and until much later. The first real, like, would have been Golden Sun.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then
I like those a lot.
And even then, like, by then I knew that there was a genre called RPG and that this belonged to it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I didn't take an actual interest in the genre until after, like, Final Fantasy X and Dot Hack.
Mm-hmm. I'll always be ashamed of myself. I basically 100%ed Golden Sun 1.
Whoa, what the fuck? Have I been filming us with the camera this whole time?
Oh,
How the
God.
fuck did that happen?
I don't know. I guess it's in there.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make it stop doing that.
Yeah, okay. Fuck, what the
Was
fuck
I
was
doing
this
that?
thing?
I didn't see that before.
It must have been there from I did the Final Fantasy recording or something.
Well, it's just that, like, I had it selected that
Yeah.
way, but I don't usually have a webcam plugged in when
Oh,
we
yeah.
record, so I had no idea.
What the fuck was I just talking about? Oh, I can't remember. Whatever.
You were talking about your first RPGs and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna make a specific point about something. I can't remember.
Secret of Mana,
Mario
Mario RPG,
Pokemon,
Final
first
Fantasy
art.
VII,
I don't know, man.
Golden Sun.
Oh,
Fantasy
I remember
X.
now exactly what it was. It was I 100%ed Golden Sun 1, and there is a really hard super boss for Golden Sun 1 called it's called like the Jolly Roger. Like, he's a big pirate guy and he's super hard, but I did beat him. But there's a couple like ultra super mega bosses at the end of Golden Sun 2, Radiant Dawn or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And I beat most of them.
Radiant Dawn's Fire Emblem, right?
Oh yeah, it's like some Dawn thing. But I beat all the bosses in that game, got every single Djinn, I got every single summon, and it was awesome. But there was just, and this shames me to this day, there is one final mega super duper extra super secret boss in that game that you can fight with like 2 parties, because in that game you have 2 full parties of people, and you're super powerful, and it's nuts. And I just could never beat it. I could never fucking beat that guy. He's too strong. And I did everything. I trained everyone to level 99. I got all the strongest weapons. He's just too strong. And I looked at people commonly talk about him as one of the toughest bosses ever, but it still bothers me a lot.
That God, just you got the battle theme in my head somehow just by.
I don't remember it. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Dude, remember Judgment? Judgment was so sick.
I doubt it.
Judgment was the ultimate sword attack it was like the strongest earth attack. God, it was so awesome.
It sounds familiar, but I mean, I played that game when I was 11.
I remember every detail.
That was one of the proudest gaming accomplishments I had was just beating fucking Golden Sun because it was one that
1 or 2 or both.
1. I never beat 2.
Dude, the final boss at the end of 1, the like double-headed dragon, was fucking brutal. That was a hard-ass boss.
Well, okay, the thing about the fucking end of Golden Sun 1 is that there was an unskippable 15-minute cutscene right before the fucking final boss that you had to watch every time.
That's right.
So, like, I think I only lost to it a few times, but just the struggle of making it through that whole cutscene was too much.
Man.
And, but, like, I played that game, because I got it for my birthday. My family...
Oh my god, it's a potted plant.
My family was pretty broke at the time, so I don't know how they afforded to buy me a Game Boy Advance, but they did, and Golden Sun. And, like, I couldn't get any other games for it, so I just played that all the time.
Yeah.
And then we were moving from Florida to Virginia, and due to some really bizarre circumstances, it took an entire week for us to fucking make a trip from Florida to Virginia, and I just spent the whole time playing Golden Sun.
Oh, this guy heals himself.
He's using photosynthesis.
Jesus. Oh my god.
And then I got to like the very end of the game, and like after we finished moving, and then just I couldn't beat the fucking final boss, and I'd given up for like a couple weeks, but I just felt so like bad about like I felt like it was really important to me that I beat that game in particular, like that I'd never been so like invested in a game and played for that long. So it was probably like 50 hours.
I had to help my boys Isaac and Garrett and the other fucks who I can't remember defeat whoever.
I highly doubt I'd played anywhere near that amount of one game before, before playing that. So it was like, I have to beat this.
I feel you. Man, I really like what those games did, and just have so many of like your powers that you can get when you level up, and like you learn these psychic powers that you then use in the world to accomplish specific tasks. It's so awesome. I love it. And like there are specific dojos you go to like learn a psychic technique, to like do specific things you need to do to progress throughout the world. It's so wonderful. I wish more games did that. I really like that. Like even just the one of like being able to read people's minds. You need to go like recruit a guy to read people's minds so that you can, I don't know, like read some guard's thought who knows the password or whatever. Oh, it's the best.
That sounds familiar.
Golden Sun rules. Except it's a shame that the new one was total dog shit, and I hated it.
Now you've done it, you rascal.
By new, you mean the like 10-year-old one, right?
It's not. Well, it's not. I don't know.
The original DS, right?
Nah, dude. There was a GBA and then a GBA and then okay. I guess it was original DS, but I want to say it was like 5 years ago now. It was a massive disappointment. I didn't like any of the fucking characters, and the dungeons were way worse, and the story was boring.
I just remember, like, when I started up 2 finally, being like, I think it had been a little while, and I'd forgotten a lot of the story, and like, I was just really confused about most of what was going on in it.
2 is actually pretty straightforward in the sense that it really just picks up right where 1 leaves off, but I could understand forgetting things, because a lot of shit happens in those. But like, oh god, the 3rd is just so unnecessary, because it's going out of its way to like make up more problems to explain in the story that weren't there originally. It's really shitty.
I think the hardest thing for me about making it through an entire RPG is that like, it seems like the story is always least interesting at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's generally true. Yeah.
Like you start off learning about this interesting world and all these cool characters, and then at some point it's just like, well, all right, we're all a team now, so we got to go save the world and beat the bad guy, and then like it just kind of becomes all about that.
Well, see, that's why you need that's why it's so important to have a meaningful ending like Final Fantasy VII does, where it asks really important questions about, like, okay, so is Holy actually going to wipe out all of humanity? Are we worthy of existing on this planet, or are we just a cancer and humanity is irredeemable? Like, the game's take on that question is what makes that game valuable in the long term and makes the story meaningful at the end.
I think there's a lot of RPGs that end on questions like that, but don't actually, like, posit anything. Because that's what the ending of Persona 2 is like. Like, the later part of the game starts having a lot of characters, like, going, oh, humans are scum and worthless, and then someone else going like, nuh-uh, humans are cool and we have feelings, and I'm like, what is your like thesis about that? You know, like maybe this is not a debate. This is just two people spewing ideologies back and forth, and one of them's clearly bad because it means humans lose. You know.
Too slow.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. I think it's really interesting. 7 definitely ends. I mean, it ends with Red 13 jumping over the cliff, and you see Midgar, you know, in ruins, covered in grass and shit. So it's sort of implying that humanity has died out. But the whole game is about, like, humans choosing to do the right thing and fighting for a cause. So it doesn't seem very likely that humans really did, in fact, go extinct. But so you're left with kind of a if the game is saying that all humans died out... Oh, hey, guys. I don't know. I'm just talking about...
I'm legitimately dying.
After eating those spicy chicken wings?
And Mountain Dew. And Wings and Dew. Those are good.
Wings and Dew. Drink milk.
Oh, you
Melts with
recorded it?
spice.
Yeah, we recorded it and everything.
Oh
It's
shit.
Well, that explains why you've been waiting so fucking long.
What were you about to say, Nate?
I was just kind of reiterating my point before. It's offering multiple interpretations of this one question, and that's why the ending is valuable here, as opposed to something that's like an end of another game where you just say like, okay, and then they beat the bad guy and it's over. Like kind of like a Dragon Quest, which is just like, there's a bad guy. Here are the specific people being harmed by his existence. Go get revenge or whatever. You know, not as interesting.
Man, but that Dragon Quest game that he showed in the Bunny Hop video.
It looked cool. It looked cool. Dragon Quest Builders, I think. I want to learn more about that.
Jesse, you want to wrap up this thing so we can?
Yeah, I guess so. I think I'm farther than I've ever been. I'm kind of curious as to like if I'm gonna beat this game.
This game looks fucking cool. What is this?
This
It
is
is.
Jumpin' Flash 2.
This is
fucking
Super Bunny Hop
sick.
the game.
Wait, this is a sequel. I'm just
Yeah.
realizing that.
This is like
process
Bomberman, but like fucking.
Yeah,
not
I have
Bomberman.
never played or seen Jumping Flash 1. I'm not sure it really exists.
This game.
Dude, this is like the original Mirror's Edge, but like way fucking.
Yeah.
Like the aesthetic of this is so much better than Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I liked Mirror's Edge
We've
1.
all been very into it since the beginning, aside from a couple of shittier levels.
It's like first-person Mario. Oh, you're invincible.
Power pill, black pill.
Yeah, I'm on my rainbow pill.
I honestly feel like I'm gonna throw up now, Victor. I get what you mean. I'm going to throw up.
Jumpin' Flash 2, baby.
Wait,
I'm gonna vomit.
is this Believe in the Weed?
No, we're just doing a
Blue
Let's
Glow
Play.
maybe or something? I don't know.
They're just
I
actually
was like,
having
I'm
fun.
Hey, let me tell my favorite story of my life that I just remembered, which is that which is that it's boring. Which is that in college, I used to smuggle beer into the dining hall. This is Ben saying, by the way. I used to just so you know how cool I am. I used to smuggle beer into the dining hall and then get like
What is happening?
and then go get ice cream and fill a cup up with ice cream and then pour the beer over the ice cream and eat beer floats for my meals.
That's awesome.
That's the coolest story from your entire life.
That's it. That's the one. And, this was, and that was a staple of my diet senior
That
year of
doesn't
college.
even sound tasty though.
It was bad. But
Okay.
it felt. You know, it was outsider. You know,
Yeah.
it was outsider.
Ben's
Oh
all
my
about that.
God.
And then alternative lifestyle.
Alternative
I know where you're
lifestyle.
going.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Holy shit, man.
right.
Now
Beer
the-
floats.
Now this Jumping Flash party's getting crazy. That's right.
They have root beer floats, so we just gotta reduce,
Yeah,
man.
you just
cut
get
out
rid of the root.
Just cut out just Occam's razor, you know.
I'm not gonna spoil too much for the actual video, but if reviewers pieces in the timeline right before the Spicy Bro Pack, or right after rather.
Yeah.
So watch that video first. Well, if you want to hear our side of this story.
Yeah, the
this
Spicy
yarn.
I'm gonna go listen to that.
What
I'm
channel? What
interested.
channel is the Spicy Bro Pack coming out on?
I kind of want to go on my personal channel. So
We can put all this in the PCP, the Radcon 2 playlist anyway,
yeah.
so that's where
I
it'll
want,
be.
I want people to see it.
I feel like I'm actually gonna die. I feel like this is gonna be the longest fucking night of my life because I feel so terrible
Oh my
in
God.
my stomach right now from these fucking
Absolutely.
spicy wings and Mountain Dew.
I do
It
have
was
to
the worst
say-
idea to drink Mountain Dew with the
I do
wings.
have to say, Victor, the pages move directly from my mouth to my stomach, and then will move from my stomach to my shitter.
I don't
Exactly,
feel
to my
any. I don't
asshole.
feel anything in my stomach, and I never do. Once something's inside me, it might as well not
Did
exist.
you eat these
You know
with
you-
them, Ben?
Yeah, we did the Spicy Bro Pack.
Yeah, he's definitely a spicy
Oh, I
bro
forgot.
with
I
us.
forgot. That's right.
Me, Ben Saint, and Victor are all spicy bros
And
now.
Tony Splagoni or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
What?
The,
What was
the original
his
spicy bro.
Oh, Tony-
Toon.
The original
Dude,
spicy
yes.
bro.
Well, hang on. Is Spicy Brohood? Oh God, what's the word? Never mind.
Gay?
Continue whatever you were saying. Let me look up the
I
word.
love this romanticized idea that they're spicy bros and their one actual bond is that they ate spicy food and it doesn't really matter what else they do beyond that.
Yeah, that is what
That
it
is the
is.
bond. It's simple. It's manly.
Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh, holy shit!
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, Tommy Toon I wouldn't
I
even
cannot
classify
find
as
this
a
final
true
move.
spicy
Yeah, me
bros.
neither.
That wasn't
What the fuck?
our we didn't plan to become spicy bros. It merely happened.
Yeah.
Without our consent.
Okay. Is Spicy Brohood transitive? By which I mean, if two people are spicy bros with each other, are they necessarily spicy bros with everyone that one another is also spicy bros
No,
with?
no, you have to specifically
Spicy
become a
bros is-
spicy bro with
Okay.
one another.
Okay. So the Spicy
It is
Bro
not
operator.
an STD.
No.
The Spicy Bro
But
operator
it's
is
a
not
relationship.
transitive. That's what I wanted to
Can
know.
any spicy bro initiate another spicy bro?
Yes, completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's only you're only spicy
But-
bros with
But
the ones
can
you,
my STDs be a relationship?
But they have the
That's
right to
real
call
question.
themselves a spicy bro.
Yeah.
My
Yes,
STDs
definitely.
have a
Can
relationship with
two
one
people
another.
that have never spicy broed at all just like hear about it from someone else and spicy bro each other?
Yeah. They're just not required to be
Spicy bro each other.
there's not required a spicy mentor to be in the mix.
Where the
Yeah,
fuck
okay.
have
As
I
long as
not
you,
been?
as long as you feel the idea of the
What?
spicy
Jump
bro.
on
So that
giant
means-
as long as you
fucking wrench.
appreciate
Not.
the concept
Let's do it.
and the
Let's jump on this
majesty of
wrench.
it.
So that means that you
Oh my God.
viewers at
Oh,
home can become
fuck.
spicy
That's
bros
pretty cool.
right now if
Can
they
you
so
try to explain
choose.
what a spicy bro pact fucking
No.
is?
I think it's
Can-
pretty clear. You go and eat the
You guys
hottest
didn't
and
explain this in your video
No,
about
we
the
did.
spicy-
We did.
Okay,
But-
well you don't need to
You're
talk about
explaining
it
it out
here.
of context in
Yeah.
this video.
Redoing your video
Can
in
a
our
woman
video.
become a spicy bro?
I think definitely,
Yeah,
obviously,
100%,
definitely.
yeah.
Okay. These are things we should have covered in our video, but we didn't think about it because we were too busy freaking
We were
the
too
fuck
busy
out.
being MGTOWs.
Yeah.
We were also being MGTOW.
MGTOW.
Well,
Nate was
MGTOW.
being a MGTOW.
It was just me. It was just
Oh,
me.
nice.
Oh, boo. I hate
Are
MGTOW.
there no Nawalts in your life? A Nawalt is it not all women are like?
No, Victor, there's
They're
only thoughts.
literally-
There's only cucks and thoughts in my
They're
life.
literally quote unquote as rare as a unicorn or a purple squirrel. That is the dictionary definition of a Nawalt.
You know what? Okay. I'm pretty sure that Mage would be like a textbook Nualt because Mage is like super.
Red pill.
Mage is super fucking red pilled.
Yeah, is that true?
She is. She's.
She doesn't talk
I know,
about it
she's-
much.
I've never.
No,
oh,
She
thank
has
God.
struck me as that because of the fact that we are all constantly misogynist around her and she doesn't
Just the
care.
fact that
Well,
she
here's that.
objects.
funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know she's friends with a bunch of like literal card carrying MGTOWs.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, she
She's
has like
kind of a woman going her own way.
She
though,
has like
you know?
she has like linked me to like tumblers of people that say I am MGTOW in their description.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I am MGTOW.
What
hear
is?
me
I
roar.
can't figure out what the fuck is happening in this game.
Well, these guys are called the Moo Moos. I'm supposed to find them and save them.
Hello, Moo.
Hello, Moo.
Wait, what is that? What is Hello Moon?
It's from the. You were in that
It's from the
video.
Animal
you fucking
Yeah, the
faggot.
animal.
Well,
the-
Brunswick was.
No.
Well, oh
It's
yeah,
not- it's
yeah.
not
I'm
from
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's not from.
It's
that.
from Land Before Time, Journey to Big Water.
Yeah, that's what he. Yeah. Thank you.
So it's kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog, but
Yeah.
with actual purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're in like these cool free roaming levels. Where
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
I
can
would
just
say
find
it's.
your own path.
I would say it's more like if you somehow combined the robot levels from Sonic Adventure 2 with Ape Escape.
Yeah.
It kind
I
of
like
reminds me of
how
the Knuckles areas.
I like how we all compare it to totally different shit. Like I said Metroid Prime, someone
Yeah.
said Mirror's Edge,
It
and
is kind of like
Mirrors.
Metroid Prime.
What game
I just
is
meant
this?
the
I forget.
first-person platforming was like Mirror's Edge.
This reminds
I-
me of that one pipe-themed battle arena from Mario Kart Double Dash and Team Fortress 2.
This definitely reminds you of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and I think it's the Knuckles
Whenever
part.
this happened, it
Power
reminds me of
pills,
the time
bro.
I did acid.
I know I asked what game this is before, but I forget.
It does have similar
Jumping
themes
Flash
to Sonic in like the
Flash.
industrialization.
Yeah.
What does this actually
Capture
do?
of
Like, it's
animals.
trippy like
It
that.
makes me
Shoot
invincible.
people?
Yeah, and
Well,
this is,
now
I've
it's sepia.
stopped time.
Yeah,
Okay.
but what did it do with the rainbow though?
It makes you invincible.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I
God.
wish this was my life.
Find the fucking last
This
move
game?
every time. I can't find all of them.
One time, our dad, Nate,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
was playing Shadow of the Colossus, the greatest game ever made.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, our dad came home with, he was hanging out with his buddy, and they'd been drinking, as you do, as you do.
Yep,
And,
of course.
and dad was just a little, he wasn't smashed or anything. It wasn't uncomfortable, but he was a bit, I could tell he was a bit drunk.
Fuck.
Right.
And
Of course.
he just like, he started talking to me about Shadow of the Colossus, like this game that he saw me playing. And I was, being Wander, and like, I was jumping around on like the side of a building, trying to climb up to like eat a lizard tail or something.
Sure. Right.
And he was just like, he was good-natured about it.
Fuck.
But he said some things that were like, why don't you do this in real life instead of playing it in a video game? And I was like, what?
Where the fuck am I gonna find a Colossus?
Where am I going to like clamber up the side of like a multi-story building and eat a newt?
I think
Why would I want to?
I think I can.
Why would you
kind of
not
get his
want
point. I get what he's getting at.
Your
but,
dad sounds like a wise man.
Yeah. If I'm charitable, I'm trying to understand what he meant by it. But still, I was like, what?
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not powerful or mature enough to understand what he meant, but I know that it was something.
It had to be wise.
He wanted you to be getting that newt.
Getting that newt, dog. You gotta
newt.
get that newt.
I'm all about that
Son,
new
one
life,
day you
bro.
need to grow up and get that fucking newt, dog.
That looked painful.
Gotta
Yeah.
get out there and get yourself some fucking amphibian tail.
Yeah, gotta get that tail, dog.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for tail. That Wander, always looking for tail. What a great meme.
Holy
HP
fucking
Max.
shit.
What a
Where
great
is
meme
this
a
final
decade later.
fucking...
Is the blue dot on your radar just north, or is that
I think
where
it's just
supposed to be?
It's just north. There's nothing there but an empty expanse of death.
It seems that way.
Whoa, there's a white dot. Is that it?
Wait, that?
Yeah,
Might
it's
be
a white
just a
dot on the
bad
radar.
guy. No, it's that guy.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Wait,
Whoa,
okay.
that's a
When you
robot.
find one, let's see what it looks like on the map.
Yeah.
There's a
Nothing
red guy.
here.
That's
Okay, there's a red
bad
thing that's
guy.
like a hazard there.
Yeah,
This song is
I'm
cool.
just now hearing the music in this. It's pretty
Victor,
alright.
now I totally feel like I want to throw up.
I definitely, yeah.
There's...
Like now it's
Okay,
like
there's
not
one.
even funny anymore. How much
It
throw
is.
up will occur shortly?
Maybe Ben's fine because he got Diet Mountain Dew.
Okay, it's like a yellow. It's like a yellow thing on the
I was
map.
gonna say, once food is inside me, it doesn't exist anymore. I'm like,
You're a true monster.
I'm like Guzzlord. I am Guzzlord.
What the hell is
Well, that's that
Guzzlord?
Pokemon with the.
Guzzlord's awesome.
He's one of
He's
the
poison
ultra
type.
No, he's an ultra beast and he's
Oh,
Dark
yeah.
Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
He's the guy who his body
He's
is
like
just
a giant
huge mouth.
He's kind of like a pumpkin.
Yeah, and his description is like he eats and eats, but like produces no waste. So he must be converting all of the food to pure energy inside of him.
By the way, I totally made that Pokemon before it came out. Just want to let you guys know.
Guzzlord.
It was
Yeah.
Why? Explain.
I made a Pokemon called Sofa Famine. That was literally just that.
Sofa famine.
Yeah.
Ah,
Guzzlord has the better ring.
Was
to it,
he
I'll
by
say.
chance a couch who was like infected
see,
with a horrible
See,
disease?
the lore behind So Famine is the
Is
fact
it
that
so famine or sofa
Was that
famine?
it?
well,
up there?
I said like Sofa Famine to make sure you got the
thought
fun.
I saw
It's
something.
so
Oh,
famine.
I just saw that bug thing.
So famine.
Yeah, anyway, the lore behind it is he was possessed by all the ghosts of all
Motherfucker.
the lost change that was lost in between his couch cushions.
Interesting.
And they turned him into a lustful being that only ate change. And
Oh
so
my
now
God.
he roams all
Let's
of
end
Earth
this.
looking for change to eat.
Yeah, we
You know, we got stuff to do.
we
Let's get
do
to
have
it.
stuff to
I have to beat this fucking game!
Is this the whole game? Like just this level, or
No.
This is World 3-1 or 4-1 or something.
This fucking piece of shit rabbit simulator.
Wait, what do you mean you got shit to do? Who's got shit?
We've got work to do. We got to finish Plead with the Weave.
Fuck Cleve in the Weed. This is all that I care about now.
We just started doing this because you guys were eating spicy chicken, and Victor wanted to watch this movie with us, so we put the movie on hold while waiting, but then they took too long, so we started making a Let's Play.
What's the movie?
Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, yes.
Don't feel sorry. Our thing is much more
God's
important.
sakes, where-
I agreed. Absolutely
watch it
agreed.
without us.
I'm not going to play Final Fantasy 15. Here's what pisses me off. You know what pisses me off about Final Fantasy 15? It's the same thing that pisses me off about Star Wars The Force Awakens, which is that it shouldn't have mattered whether it was good. The series, it shouldn't have mattered if those things ended up being good. The series should have already lost so much credibility that nobody should have given it a chance.
I agree.
It makes me mad that they were given a chance at all, because they didn't deserve it.
I've been known to be a champion for that cause myself, I think.
So that's why I'll never play Final Fantasy 15, even if I had the console and the video game and the will and the desire and the
youthful body
and the vigor.
It's my bugbear, my personal bugbear, to tell the world the wrongs that the series is doing.
Nate, I know you had to play Final Fantasy 15 no matter what.
Yeah. A bugbear is, it's like it's a mythical beast, but it's also just kind of colloquially used to represent
so it's like a purple
a thing you gotta do.
Yeah.
A personal demon.
What's a purple squirrel?
It's a rare thing, I guess.
It is a rare
Well, the
animal.
joke is that as rare as a unicorn because unicorns don't exist.
Yes.
So I assume a purple squirrel.
don't exist.
I could make a purple squirrel.
With my dick.
Wait, so what's the difference between a purple squirrel and a unicorn in MGTOW lexicon?
Well, they're
Wait,
both
I saw a yellow behind
interchangeable
They're
for
both the
rarity.
same, which is in the walls.
Oh, yeah, oh, okay.
But not all women are like that, because they don't exist. Because all women are like that.
I see.
You see it, right? The yellow the dot on the radar?
Where?
Man, MGTOWs are fucking gross.
Turn left,
They are
right
fucking
there.
gross.
Fuck!
Something like
And they
that.
have obnoxious abbreviations for everything.
And
It's like
acronyms or
it's like pickup artists, but without the like self-betterment aspect
right around
to it.
Exactly.
I disagree. I am not a MGTOW, but I think they make some. They're kind of men's rightsy kind of guys, right?
Yeah, which is bad.
It's not
bad.
that,
I mean,
it's
it's
not
not
that they're
bad.
men's
Why
rights.
are
it's
men's
that
rights
they're-
guys bad? I think that men's rights activists are by far the least offensive of all the different.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, it's not the men's rights that offends me. It's the anti-woman.
Well, that's
sting.
MGTOW specific.
Well, I mean, how could you possibly complain about people who just don't want to engage with women?
Shit. I just
That's
think they're
fine.
annoying assholes.
It's not that they don't want to
It's
engage.
pretty
it's the whole-
cowardly.
Yeah, it's the whole disparagement of them as a group. That is.
Well, I
Is it
think
just-
that's
is it
painting
just
with a
on
bit of
the
a
exit?
broad brush there.
Hold on. The
we
last.
just said that there's.
Hold on, guys. The last fucking guy is back there. He
I'm
was.
glad we
Did you
started
see
this
him?
debate because it gives me time to beat this game.
Yeah.
'Cause it'll go on for a good 5 hours now.
That's right.
to the. It's near the exit.
What do you?
If we
I
were going
don't
to continue that
believe you.
debate,
There's
I
a
think we
yellow-
should define our terms.
The
a
yellow
little more
dot on
anyway.
the map symbolizes those
saying-
things
Well,
you're
what?
finding.
If it's common
Whoa.
MGTOW lexicon to say that any woman that isn't horrible is a unicorn and therefore rare to the point of non-existence, yeah, I think that's fair to say that MGTOW as a movement has a bit of a fucking
Okay,
anti-woman.
I don't
the
think
only issue
horrible
there is
is
that
the
I'm not
term they
sure
would
every
use.
single MGTOW, or that we could even. It's fair to say
Wait,
that
hold
like
on.
they
No,
all would do that.
the basic concept of MGTOW is that women are terrible.
No, the
That's
basic
the
concept
point
of
of it.
MGTOW is that it doesn't pay to pursue women in the modern age. That is the core
But
concept there.
all of the like talking points and propaganda and everything about it is about how bad women are.
No, it's about how bad it is to be a man pursuing women and all the issues that come with that. That is the
Such
problem.
as women.
No, it is not specifically about women being
Nate,
horrible.
Nate, I think I understand what you're saying, but I think there's also a lot of overlap between these
Well,
two
of course,
things.
because
sure
there's a
there
lot of
is.
idiots.
Look, all I'm trying to say is I have a lot of sympathy for these guys because I recognize a lot of these issues.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nate.
And
I'm
you
not
know,
saying that none of the issues are sympathetic, but I've seen a
The
bunch of
issues are real, feel
MGTOW.
it's just they handle it and perceive it in weird ways that are like unhealthy for themselves.
Like,
I
all
think
the-
that's probably
Their-
true
their
for a lot
view
of them.
women.
All of the MGTOW videos that I've seen have been very explicitly anti-women.
I have seen exactly 0 actual MGTOW videos.
I've seen a
There you
bunch.
go.
We watched a lot of them, ironically.
We've watched a lot of ironic MGTOW propaganda.
I literally with Victor watched one earlier today.
All right, but here we are. You've
And
watched
you were
one.
converted
You've watched
because
one.
now we're MGTOW.
Yeah.
All right, I
Fucking Digi, look up like a map of this fucking level. I hate this. God damn it! Where is it?
What are you looking for?
The final moo! The final fucking moo!
so this is level 4-1, I believe.
Yeah.
In Super Bunny Hop 2.
It does not exist. It's not on this level. This is where the game it doesn't end. It just, you get to this
Just
level.
remain perfectly motionless.
Yeah,
Do
it'll
nothing.
come to you.
Yeah.
I coat myself in moo urine.
Yeah. Go underground.
Is it over here?
Maybe it's up this thing, yeah.
Yeah, over there.
You been up here?
I don't think so, but hey.
Oh god, oh,
Oh god. Oh no.
What's happening?
oh,
Okay.
I'll never make it. I'll never make that jump.
Yeah, you can do it.
Now you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this has got to
Did
be
you
it.
mute that shit?
This has got to be it. There he is! There he is!
Wait, your mic is okay.
Yes!
Yeah!
Hello.
Oh my
Moo.
god. Let me out
Oh,
of
you
here.
gotta get out now.
Whoa! Quake 3!
Holy shit!
Where's
fun.
the
Great
exit?
fun.
Can't find the exit.
I can't find
there it is.
the exit.
Ugh.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hey,
Yay.
you know what? You know, final point about the MGTOW thing. It's not even about them specifically. It's just whenever I find myself hearing other people talk about just a whole group and describing like if you're associated with this group, you have to be X or Y. I'm way more
Well,
inclined to think that
the movement has to mean something.
Yeah.
Generally.
it means different people to the different people who are in it.
I'm just
Even,
saying.
look, oh yeah, so feminism means exactly this to everyone. Like it has
All right.
exactly one meaning.
well, no,
it's the
but-
same thing. It's the
But
same
I'm
thing.
just saying that, like,
Yes.
you seem to have seen, like you said, you have not seen any MGTOW videos. And
I've
it
heard
se-
much
and-
discussion about
and
it, though.
All of the things I've seen about it were explicitly anti-women, which means that from my perspective, the movement is an anti-women movement.
It's like if
Yeah,
you
but
said
to
like
you, from these specific people, whereas I have heard people describe it in other terms. So
I
who's
mean,
right? Who has the actual
if-
real
have you-
definition?
you
There
said
is
you
none.
haven't seen any
you've got a point,
videos,
Nate,
though.
I guess.
Like, I would completely believe you if I had heard anything to the contrary of the idea that
I
it
just
is
think
explicitly an anti-woman
it's a little bit sad
movement.
that you know, the ones of them, like the men's rights activists, who generally do have a point,
Yeah.
seem to get lumped in with the worst
Yeah.
of them.
And I want to make a distinction. There's a huge difference between MRAs and MGTOWs. It's
Yeah.
not the same category.
MGTOWs are more of an extreme version of MRA.
I don't think that's an accurate statement. I mean, to the degree that they are more.
Men's rights activists just want to acknowledge that there are problems that men have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
they should be taken care of, and like we shouldn't ignore them just because women,
Right.
like the MRAs have a problem with the idea that women's rights are more important than men's rights because
Right,
of this
yeah.
perception that women are more held down by society,
Yeah.
and therefore
I
their
also
rights
have a problem
take
with that
precedence.
idea.
Yeah.
Right, which is very understandable.
Yes,
I don't think
yes.
MRA is like a necessarily like there might be bad MRAs out there, but
I'm
it's
sure
not
there are.
a it's
Sure
not
there
a baseline philosophy is understandable.
It sounds like you're, though, going on to say that MGTOW, which is a separate thing,
Yeah.
is by
Well,
definition
the-
full
the-
of bad people.
The videos not that they're full of bad people, but the videos I've seen of like explaining MGTOW went through like a list of principles of what it is, and they were explicitly like that like women are terrible, so you should never ever interact with them at all.
Okay.
It's basically the idea of it is that you shouldn't interact with women because they are bad
I
for
think
you.
I think that however you try to dress it up, the core tenet of MGTOW like has to be founded on like hatred.
No, that's just not true. That's just not true.
I think it is.
Well,
I think it is.
I
So
think
I think
there's
it's founded
plenty of
on-
space. I think there's plenty of space for there to be a
I
stance
think
here
the
that
core
is.
of MGTOW is founded on sadness. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sadness
Yeah.
is really what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on guys who have been wronged by women
you know what?
and
Sadness
decided
is
that
it.
they all must be that
Yeah.
way.
That's right.
Hatred is a strong word.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I understand where it comes from. Because
I'm sure-
if you had a broken heart,
Yeah.
and it was because you were mistreated by a woman and she cheated on you or something.
Yeah, I'm sure that
say,
I'm sure that any MGTOW, if they met a woman who was nice to them, they would not be a MGTOW anymore.
Yeah.
And
I'm
the
so-
destructive
you're so
thing about
right.
it is,
Yeah.
is telling guys that all women kind of treat you that way, and then they won't be open to.
There
finding
can be
better
no
things in their
MGTOWs
life.
without
They're just gonna shut
shitty
themselves
broads.
There would.
Right. And I have no doubt that there is plenty of hatred mixed into this movement in general, but to say that it necessarily means that there is a hatred of women, I think is just going a bit too far.
Yeah,
Okay, how about this? A mistrust of women.
and Gamergate is
Yeah.
really just about ethics and games journalism.
It is about ethics and gaming journalism, man, goddammit!
I'm glad that Jumping Flash 2 finally brought this conversation.
Yeah.
Finally,
guy
there
where
will
it
be
needs
peace
to be.
between the MGTOWs and the MRAs at long
But
last.
the destructive part of it is that I can imagine if I were 14 and I found those videos explaining these things about women, I would probably be inclined to believe them because at that age I hadn't talked to enough women
Well, you know-
to really know what it was about, and I was seeking out that kind of knowledge.
Yeah,
You know, hang on, you know,
Yeah,
you know.
if I was
and
younger
that's
and seeing
dangerous.
this shit, it could fuck me up. I think.
Well, you know,
I can imagine it.
okay, but it might also protect you from some possible bad things that could happen to you because of the way society really
I don't
does treat
think it
men.
could protect
But
you.
more
Yeah, but
importantly,
you have to have bad experiences and
it is the
learn.
parents' responsibility to for the child to be to be viewing whatever kind of content that may fuck them up or not. You know, it's not on the people making content
Look,
to
yeah,
decide what
I
the kids
agree
see.
with
Yeah,
That's well
I
named.
guess that like the fact that fucking parents should be regulating what their kids see doesn't mean that the content itself
think that's
isn't
what- I think-
harmful and irresponsible.
Well,
Parents should
I mean,
just be educating their
where does it
kids
end?
on how to socialize with women and like
It ends with
That's
acknowledging
exactly what
it
kids should
ends
how
with
to handle breakups and tragedy.
That's
without,
exactly
like,
what a parent should
taking
teach
It
a
ends with
child.
acknowledging that it's fucking harmful and irresponsible and bad, and we all should agree that it is bad and should
I don't.
it's bad.
Yeah, what are we disagreeing on right now? I don't know.
That it's bad.
That what's bad?
MGTOW and everything.
It's not necessarily bad.
I think it's bad.
I would say
There's so
that,
little good in it.
like every group, there are always good and bad people in it, but I think that MGTOW specifically has more bad than good.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't like. Okay, this is just me. I don't like saying that like if you're a MGTOW, you're bad or whatever or anything
I'm not
like that.
fucking saying that.
Why
I'm
would
That's
why,
what you
look,
just
why
said.
would you be a MGTOW unless there was? I'm just gonna say it. Something fucking wrong with you. You've got a fucking problem.
I'm
if you're a
saying-
MGTOW.
Yeah, you could have been hurt. You could have been hurt.
Yes.
All right.
Sure. Fine. But still, there's
And
something
you're
wrong
like,
with
oh,
you.
you're like, well, fuck you if you're a MGTOW. I don't give a shit about you. You've got problems. It is
I'm not
wrong.
saying
It
I
was
don't
wrong
give a
for you to
shit
have
about
this
you.
opinion that you don't want to associate with
I'm not
women
saying I
because
don't
you're just
give a
trying to
sh-
protect yourself from any further emotional harm. That's such a bad thing for you
What
to
does
do.
fucking protecting yourself have to do with like spreading the message that women should be avoided?
Look, you don't have to spread any message to be a MGTOW. You just have to not want to date women.
Okay.
Is that such a sin?
What
Is
is
that
my
such a
life?
sin?
It's not a sin.
It
but
is
it's
a
not
sin.
Good.
That's
That's what
a
you're
huge
saying,
fucking
Ben. You're saying
sin.
it's a bad
No,
thing to do.
I'm not saying that everybody has to fucking date women if they don't want to. But like if you're of the mindset that even though I like women, I will not date them. There's something wrong with you, and you should acknowledge that. Like, you're the problem. The women are not the problem.
There is no problem. You're making it a problem. The people can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Not
I know.
every MGTOW
Well,
has
yeah.
to go out and say that not every MGTOW has a YouTube channel saying they hate women, alright?
See, it's fine when they don't have a YouTube channel. It's
should-
only when they become vocal about it that it becomes a problem.
well, no, you know what? I just think they should acknowledge that they're the problem. That's
I'm
the
sure they would
difference.
acknowledge that it is them who doesn't want to do whatever it is.
No, they're fucking. say that
Look at all these logical leaps you're making about what
Okay,
they think.
maybe not all of them do, but for the most part, in my experience,
ones
in the
who are
most part,
talking.
they say it's because women are bad. It's the reason I won't associate with women isn't because I'm not the problem. The women are the problem, and fuck that.
Well, that has not been my experience for every single person.
How many MGTOWs have you spoken to?
A lot.
I have
let me
never spoken
tell
to a
you.
single MGTOW
He's
ever.
speaking to 5 right now.
How many MGTOWs have you spoken to, Ben?
I've spoken to several, in fact.
I've
the
read
MGTOW.
shit written by them.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of MGTOW stuff.
Well, so have I. So have I.
But you just said you had.
I said I hadn't seen any MGTOW videos about them talking about their
Well, you
own
know,
ideology.
what it comes down to is that, men and women are both so utterly broken and fucked by modern society and just some people can't deal with it, and I can't blame them for not being able to deal with it.
Who could ever
because
blame
we're
them for
both
wanting to
I
completely
don't know.
psychotic.
I don't blame them for not being able to deal with it or not wanting to deal with it.
It's society's fault.
But blaming
Yeah.
women,
at
women
least-
for it is wrong.
At least like the MGTOWs, like to me, it's more of like an inward, like reclusive thing,
okay.
as opposed to the more militant
Yeah,
varieties.
I
of,
just
like,
I think you're just making an extra step there, Ben, and saying you just said making like a. God damn it! I was gonna make a real articulate point about that, but I lost
I
it.
don't think of MGTOWs as being hateful or militant. I think of them as mumpky.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, I know what you mean.
Monkey who literally has a girlfriend right now.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but until he
Monkey's
had
a
the
character.
girlfriend.
If MGTOWs could have girlfriends, they would be mumpky.
Monkey the character.
A
is
MGTOW is
definitely-
only a MGTOW until he gets a girlfriend, and then
Yeah.
all of it goes out
Yeah,
the
but
window.
And then he's a
'Cause he
MGWow.
really just wanted a girlfriend the whole
Big
time.
wow.
MGWow!
Yeah, you know what?
Let's be perfectly clear that Monkey Jones is a character and not who he is at all.
You know,
the fuck is
I
this
will.
shit?
I will say that it's like only if it's like militant or like blaming women or blaming others for your own problems. That's when it's a problem, and I hate it.
I've seen a fucking lot of that.
Yeah, so have I. Aside from that, I guess it's fine. Yeah, but like those issues are fucking pervasive.
And integral
Yeah,
to that definition.
I have felt so before.
I just
So
think
insecure.
that males and females are both utterly broken.
Yes.
All right, we gotta
Something
stop
I-
playing this
I do
game.
agree
We got
with
other
that,
things to
yeah.
do here.
I don't.
We can't-
Well, I don't want to stop. This is my favorite
No,
game of
we-
all
we
time. I'm
really-
gonna catch
we
all the
really-
moves. I'm gonna fucking you.
Oh my god, this game's
All
fucking
right, look, that's, guys.
Yeah, do you want to stop that? Do you want to stop that? I don't think so,
It
buddy.
is important that we get to the work now. I have limited time left in this house, and I want to use it as efficiently as possible.
Fine, put on the stupid Kingslave movie, but I'm still doing this Let's Play.
Let's stop pissing off Nate about MGTOW.
Before he becomes one again. We don't want the transformation to take over once more.